Are you working out harder than ever, but your body just isn't responding the way it used to? Maybe you're hitting the treadmill every single morning or doing hundreds of crunches to target that menopause middle, yet the scale won't budge, your joints ache, and you feel, well, weaker and softer than ever. If this sounds like you're likely making the #1 workout mistake that so many women over 40 make. And no, it's not that you're too old and it's not that your metabolism is broken. It's that you're ignoring the most powerful tool in your fitness arsenal. Today, I'm talking about why your current routine might be failing you and why switching your focus to compound exercises is literally the fountain of youth for your muscles, bones, metabolism, and hormones. Let's get right into it, but if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you never miss when I release a new video. The mistake that I want to talk about in this video is not just not lifting weights, as many women do lift weights. One of the most common mistakes is isolation overload and the circuit training trap. It's doing things like spending 45 minutes on the inner thigh machine at the gym, doing endless tricep kickbacks thinking that's going to help you get rid of your bat wings, or only focusing on small single joint movement because maybe you're afraid of getting injured, someone told you this is great for toning, or maybe you're afraid of bulking up. So you stick to your lighter weights, you do higher rep and targeting those small muscle groups. Or maybe you're doing circuit training session after circuit training session, maybe in a boot camp, lifting lighter weights, quickly moving from one exercise to the next, thinking that more sweat equals more results. Here's the truth. After 40, our biology changes dramatically. Estrogen drops, which directly impacts muscle protein synthesis, bone density, and fat distribution. Cortisol can spike, and we start losing muscle mass at a much faster rate than ever before. This is a process called sarcopenia, which in turn can lead to a slower metabolism and an increased risk of injury. So if you want to see a real change in the mirror, feel strong in your skin, and protect your long-term health, start training for your current hormones and physiological needs. Now, I know this is a hard one to grasp, and I'm not saying we're getting older. I'm 43 years old. I still can push myself hard. I feel strong and I feel amazing. You're not old if you're in your 40s or later. The key here is training like we did in our 20s and it used to work is not going to work now. And it's a hard pill to swallow, but I promise you in the rest of this video, I will give you all the tools you need to shift your training to start seeing results again. Let's go a little bit deeper into why these light circuit style workouts are failing you and what's the big deal with these compound exercises. Compound exercise is a movement that uses more than one joint and multiple muscle groups at the same time. Think squats, deadlifts, or overhead press. They are efficient and incredibly effective. So why are these the holy grail for us? Especially after 40. 4 crucial reasons. 1, the hormonal response and muscle preservation. When you use multiple large muscle groups with challenging weights, your body produces a significantly higher anabolic response. This means an increased release of the growth hormone testosterone. Yes, women have testosterone as well, which is vital for muscle repair and growth. This directly helps counteract the drop in estrogen and that accelerated muscle loss we face during perimenopause and menopause. It basically tells your body, keep this muscle, we need it to survive and to thrive. And light weights in a circuit format, the same weights day after day, week after week, month after month, just simply don't provide enough of that anabolic response that we need to get that same powerful stimulus. Number 2, metabolic efficiency and fat loss. Isolation movements like leg extension burn very few calories during the workout and after the workout. A compound movement like a squat, however, uses your quads, your hamstrings, your glutes, your core, and even your back. You're burning significantly more fuel during the workout and boosting your resting metabolic rate for hours afterwards. And in turn, the more muscle we can preserve or put onto our body, this will naturally increase our resting metabolic rate over time. A lot of women, as they begin to enter their 40s and they start perimenopause and head into menopause, they might be eating the exact same things they did before, but due to this muscle loss, if they're not doing anything to hold on to as much muscle as you can or build more, their metabolism is going to naturally slow down without them noticing. And that's where you start to notice the weight gain, because even though you're eating the same things you always did, your metabolism has slowed down because your resting metabolic rate has changed due to that loss in muscle. So of course, preserving or building muscle mass is key to managing weight and body composition in your 40s and beyond. Now, don't get me wrong. There is a place in every strength training program for a leg extension. I am basically saying if you're not doing compound lifts and only doing isolation exercises like leg extensions, this is where the problem is. As long as we are prioritizing our compound lifts and doing the isolation work towards the end of the workout, that is A-okay. So don't think that I'm hating on leg extensions. They are A-okay, but you have to be prioritizing these compound exercises. So circuit training, while it can elevate your heart rate and make you feel good and get you sweating, it often doesn't provide enough stimulus to build muscle mass. I want to thank Bear for sponsoring this video. Now, you guys have heard me preach in almost all my videos about the importance of quality sleep when it comes to results in body recomposition and fat loss, as well as, and most importantly, energy to crush every single day. I've had my Bear mattress for almost a month now, and I've noticed a huge shift in my sleep quality and recovery. I wake up feeling refreshed and rejuvenated. The order process online was so easy. All you have to do is start by taking this simple Bear sleep quiz online to decide which mattress would be best for you. My score came out with the Bear Elite Hybrid in medium, and from my experience, it's the perfect mattress for me. Bear delivers your mattress right to your door with free shipping throughout the US. It was so easy to set up, just a few simple steps, and we were ready to go. Trusted by professional athletes and active individuals who are looking for full body wellness, Bear mattresses are designed to help your body naturally restore and recharge every night. Bear mattresses feature advanced sleep recovery technology like Celiant-infused covers that emit infrared energy for advanced recovery at a cellular level. And unlike other brands, Bear mattresses do not contain fiberglass, which can be detrimental to your health. So if you're looking for the best sleep for your active lifestyle, head to bearmattress.com/Michelle Roots and use code Michelle Roots at checkout for 40% off of your Bear mattress. And after checkout, you can support my channel by telling them that I sent you in the post-purchase survey. Number 3, bone density and osteoporosis prevention. Women over 40 are at a significantly higher risk for osteopenia and osteoporosis due to that declining estrogen. Compound movements performed with progressively heavier loads put a healthy load or stress on your skeletal system, aka your bones. And this mechanical stress signals your bones to adapt by becoming denser and stronger. And this is non-negotiable for long-term health and preventing fractures as we age. And lifting light weights in circuits and never challenging your body and progressing to heavier weights doesn't provide the optimal intensity for bone remodeling. And number 4, functional strength and injury prevention. And the motto of my fitness studio here is train for life and be ready for anything. Because let's be honest, picking up groceries, bending over to pick up your grandchild or your own child, putting your suitcase in the overhead compartment on a plane, all require multiple muscle groups to work together at the same time. Compound exercises train your body to move as a cohesive unit. So when you are in the gym performing these movements, you're literally building strength that translates into everyday life. This also improves joint stability and balance, which significantly decreases the risk of falls and injuries as you age. If you're only doing toning exercises with little pink dumbbells or just sweating through endless circuits, never paying attention to how much weight you're lifting, always picking up the same weight, not knowing how many reps you're doing or how much weight you're lifting, you are leaving so much of your results on the table and missing out on so many critical benefits. Now let's talk about these compound movements. What are you talking about, Michelle? I will say that I have many other videos on my channel talking about compound movements with dumbbells, with body weight, with barbells at the gym. I will link all those videos in the description if you want to go watch those next based on where you do your workouts and what equipment you have available. Although I believe there are about 8 fundamental movement patterns, which include the squat, the hinge, the lunge, the push, the pull, the press, the carry, the rotation, and the anti-rotation. Those are what I believe to be the major fundamental movement patterns you want to be training in. But in this video today, I'm going to talk about the big 4 because they are the most important. You don't need to be doing 20 different exercises. You need these 4 pillars. You need to get progressively stronger at them by taking time to perfect your form and slowly apply progressive overload week after week, month after month, year after year. Because of course, we're gonna be training for years and years because this is a lifestyle, right people? So number one most important movement is the squat. So this isn't just for the glutes. It's for functional independence, maintaining mobility, and building a strong foundation. Think about getting up from a chair or picking something up off the ground. That's a squat. So whether you're performing your squat with a barbell, with a dumbbell, body weight, a kettlebell, whatever equipment you have to work with, as long as you are performing squats with good form and progressively getting stronger, either by increasing your reps, increasing your range of motion, so getting lower, increasing your weights over time, you are winning. Next up, number two, the hinge. This one's perhaps the most misunderstood, yet most vital movement for preventing lower back pain and building a strong posterior chain. It's not a squat. It's what I like to say, a close the car door with your butt type of movement with that focus of pushing your hips back. Now again, depending on where you work out and what your strength level is, you can perform this with barbells, a trap bar, a kettlebell, dumbbells, resistance bands, but perfecting this movement, learning how to engage all of your muscles together while performing this hinge movement is very, very important because it specifically strengthens your hamstrings, your glutes, and lower back muscles, which are often neglected, but very important for posture, power, and protecting your spine as we age. Really taking the time to learn the form and perfect this hinge movement will help you not only build your muscle in the gym, but it will help you with long-term injury prevention just in everyday life. Number three, the push or the press. So a push would be pushing weight away from your body. A press would be pushing weight above your head. So if you want to get rid of those bat wings under your arms and build strong, capable shoulders, stop doing endless tricep kickbacks and start pushing weight away from your body and over your head. So these are things like a barbell bench press, a dumbbell bench press, a push-up, a barbell overhead press, a dumbbell shoulder press. And these work well because it not only builds shoulder stability, upper body strength, and core strength that translates into real life. Again, using the example of putting your luggage in the overhead bin, pushing a heavy door, moving furniture around. And again, target so many muscles of the upper body to get that muscle stimulus to help build more muscle on your frame. Number four, most important, is the pull. So this is the number one posture fixer and essential for balancing all those pushing movements, which we do a lot more of in real life. This could be a seated row, a dumbbell row, a chin up, a pull up, a lat pull down, anything where you were pulling the weight towards your body. Why are these important? They strengthen the muscles of your entire back, including your lats, your rhomboids, and your traps. And this directly counteracts the slouch that if you work at a computer all day or you're constantly scrolling on your phone, strengthening the muscles of your upper back will help prevent injury, but also help with overall posture. Now, here's what I want you to remember. I'm not saying cardio is bad. I'm not saying that you can never do circuit training. I'm not saying that you can never do tricep kickbacks or leg extension. These are all great as well and a good part of an overall general fitness routine. What I am saying is if you are only doing circuit training, if you are only spending hours and hours on the treadmill, if you are only doing isolation exercises like leg extensions or leg curl, tricep kickbacks, because you think just doing a bunch of these is going to give me nice triceps. I am saying that you need to be prioritizing these compound movements 2 to 3 times a week and progressively challenging yourself and allowing for ample recovery for that muscle growth to happen. If you go to a circuit training class and you love it, fit that into your workout routine on an off day. You can do that once or twice a week, as long as you are still a different time prioritizing these compound lifts where you are lifting heavier weights week after week, month after month, increasing reps, improving your form, really taking the time to do reps slowly versus everything's fast over time. Cardio is great for heart health. It's great for calorie burn. It's great for getting that feeling, and I know how it feels to just get a sweat and kind of stress relief, help you sleep better, all the things. Cardio also has a great place in a fitness routine. But the main point of this video is if you're only doing those other things I listed and you're not prioritizing these compound movements, this is where the mistake lies. So there you go, guys. Bottom line, your body is capable of amazing things after 40. I do not want this to be a video about you are old, You can't do what you used to do. We're too old now. Now we just got to work on our old lady bones so we don't break hips for the next 20 years. I am 43 years old. I'm stronger than I've ever been, and I feel amazing because I have used these strategies that I am teaching you. I want you to feel strong and amazing as well. If you are in your 40s or your 50s or your 60s, you are not old. Age is nothing but a number, but at some point we have to give into our body and our hormones and the things that are changing inside our body and adapt our workouts and our nutrition and our recovery to really crush it in our 40s and beyond. So stop chasing the burn with endless cardio and light circuits and start chasing strength. Nothing beats the feeling of strong with challenging compound movements and the principle of progressive overload. I promise you, your future self who is stronger, healthier, and more confident will thank you. There you go, guys. I hope this video was helpful. Any questions, make sure you leave them in the video comments below. I'm always happy to help. I also want to take a minute to tell you about my new online coaching community, Lift You. This is for women 30 and above who are looking for support, accountability, and coaching to help them on their journey of feeling stronger and more confident. I am in that group daily, answering questions, motivating you, holding you accountable, live weekly Q&A coaching calls with me, a classroom filled with lessons on what I created as the LIFT method: learn, implement, fuel, and train. A breakdown of basically everything I talk about in my YouTube channel in one simple place with easy steps to follow and implement all of these principles into your own life and workout routine. So if this sounds like something you want to get in on, we have great conversations going. Ladies from all over the world have already joined. Don't miss out. Come join us. Click the link in the video description to come check it out. You can cancel anytime. What have you got to lose? And as always, have a great day, guys, and I will see you in the next one.